Hello everyone, I'm back. Mostly, my voice is still a little bit hoarse, but I think it's good enough. It's been long enough, right? I'm back. Welcome back to Nordhagen village. Wow, it's been over a week since I made a video. It feels kind of strange. I got kind of used to not making videos. It was kind of nice. Actually, the break was very nice. I'm almost glad it happened, you know? So anyway, yeah, I got to play like games for fun. I played Dragon Age Inquisition DLC finally. I know like the DLC came out like months and months ago, and I finally got to play, and that was really fun. And I also tried finishing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but didn't quite make it. But I am going to keep trying to finish it, I think. Hopefully. So I really want to get that done. All the games I had been playing before I started my channel, it just got put on hold as soon as I started my channel because I got too busy to play. Anyway, I don't mean for this video to be a channel update or really a whole, even like an update at all. I just want to let you guys know how I'm doing. I'm doing good, and my voice is just a little bit hoarse. Whoopsie. And I got my PC the other day, so what? Okay, whatever. That always happens. I got my PC the other day. I haven't started using it yet because it came right on the weekend where I was very busy away from home doing stuff, so I haven't really had a chance to turn it on and play around with it yet, but I will. And so you can expect to see some, well, I'm not sure exactly when I will be doing videos on the with the PC. Like, I'm going to do a Skyrim Let's Play, but first I need to play around with it, get used to playing with a keyboard and mouse again. It's been like over a year, maybe, or just a year since I've even played a game on a PC, so I'm definitely going to be rusty, and I want to get, used to it again before I actually play in front of you guys. Anyway, so I'm hoping maybe by the beginning of January is when I'm going to start the Skyrim Let's Play. So, yeah, anyway. So here we are, and it's been ages since I haven't even turned on Fallout 4 since I got sick. Since I lost my voice. Since last Thursday. I haven't even turned on Fallout 4 all that time. So, wow. It's been a while. Anyway, I've got this little foundation here that I'm going to build something on. And today, I think I'm going to build a house for settlers to live in. This place is kind of empty, and I'm starting to think I might like to get some settlers in here, right? I don't need to set up a settler beacon because I have a backlog of settlers. I have so many settlers stashed at various settlements that I haven't even built up. They're probably very unhappy with me, but there you go. Actually, I want to extend that out a bit because I want it to have a porch. I don't know. I really like the porch look. You know, the covered porches that I've been making? It looks funny without them. The buildings just look so boring to me, you know? Anyways. I'm sorry my throat is still so hoarse. I just didn't want to wait any longer, to make a video. I'm missing it, and my channel is, of course, suffering from my absence. The views and stuff have dropped so far. So I hope you guys don't mind. I'm figuring you probably don't. Okay. I think I'm going to make this out of the unpainted walls. So, let's put it Oops. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And let's see. Where's the door? Here we go. Because I want a front porch. I'm just gonna stick a few yeah, let's put a window there. Just stick a few walls. I'm going to do it a little slightly different. I'm gonna experiment with this one, okay? I kind of try to experiment with all my buildings, but so, you know, it's hard to continuously make these square houses different, you know what I mean? Actually, I wonder if there's room to extend this out one more square. Let's try it. But yeah, there's room. I'm gonna do that. So 4 by 2, with one of them being a porch. I think that will be better. Okay. All right. I can't wait to start getting back into recording Let's Plays. I haven't had a chance to record it. I was hoping to record some over the weekend, but my voice didn't get better as quickly as I hoped, and so I wasn't able to record any Let's Plays. And, well, I will be doing that as soon as possible. So, like usually I post a Mass Effect on Tuesdays. I hope I'll be able to, but only if I can actually record one. So, I will attempt it for sure, but I can't promise it. This whole week, I can't promise that I'll be able to stick to my usual schedule, but I will try. I don't have any videos backlogged, and I usually have a week's worth in advance that I can just upload when it's time, you know? But I don't have any because I used them all up while I was sick. Alright, so basically I think I'm just going to make it like one big main room, a little, maybe I could put a kitchen here, a little mini kitchen, and then like maybe a bathroom. And I'm going to do it upstairs, but I'm going to do it different. Yeah. I am going to, well, I'm going to lower the ceiling for one, and then I'm going to have the upstairs not be like a whole other level. Like for instance, this house has the lower level, and then it also has an upper level with extra extended height in the walls. I don't want to extend the height of the walls on this one, at least not across the whole thing. It will be slightly, just because the ceiling will be slanted up, but yeah, you'll see. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, so even though my voice isn't back to normal yet, at least it's not cracking, because it was like cracking before where I couldn't even say anything because like my voice would just go away. Okay, so I'm lowering the floor. Or the ceiling, rather, I should say. I'm lowering the ceiling. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay. It wants to be difficult with me, so I'll do this first. And then take that one off. And then, oops. And then put the door back on. There. Sometimes you can put the door on even with that there. But whatever. So, I suppose I can do some Q&As. I know that some of you guys have been waiting quite a while for your questions to be answered. And so maybe I can do some of that. So, I'm going to put a staircase right there. Yeah. And since this is a lowered ceiling, these don't tend to stick a lot of the time. Actually, these don't stick to the half-size boards, the ladders. I noticed that's what it is. If ever there's a time when these don't stick, it's because probably you're using a half-size board. I've found that out. It's annoying, but I don't know why things don't snap to the half-size boards. Like railings and ladders and stuff. Or stairs, sorry. Don't snap to them. Well, not the metal stairs. These wood ones will. For some reason. Who knows? I don't know. Go figure. Okay, so up here now we have this thingy going on, but I'm going to stick a floor here. So probably one of these ones so that it matches. And then it'll just be a raised area. Well, I'll show you. So I'm going to get some roofs on here now. Oh yeah, Q&A questions. So let's see, not that roof, this one. So I'm going to do a roof that slants this way. And then I'm going to put... Oh no, I want the unpainted roof. Unpainted, there we go. There we go, this one. I gotta get on here. No, it's not gonna snap on. Maybe if I put a wall on first. What's in this wall? Right here. Oh, it's not gonna go on either because it's finicky that way. It will go on after I put this down. There. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Q&A questions. So then the first one is, did you create your avatar? It's pretty good. Well, thank you. Yes and no. I sort of did and I sort of didn't. My avatar, I used a pre-existing image of the Vault Girl. You know, that was from Bethesda. But, okay, now see? There we go. Oh, you know what? Oh, let's put the windowed one in there. That would be better. But it didn't look like me at all. So I changed it a little bit so that it would look like me more. Is that backwards? It sure is. Okay. So I changed the hair color to be the same as mine. And I gave it freckles because I have a lot of freckles. So I gave it some freckles and I just enhanced the quality of the image because it wasn't very good. And, you know, I changed the background. So I made the background myself. Because it actually didn't have a background. It was a transparent background when I got it. So yeah, I kind of just tweaked it a little bit to suit me. All right. I wish those pieces. Yeah, I said this in the last episode when I was building that building. I wish they had pieces that had ends with eaves, like, because otherwise it just looks kind of funny, but whatever. Alright, so we got a lowered ceiling, which I like, because these walls were always a little bit too tall for my taste. And so it kind of made you feel like your ceiling was just like way over your head, you know? But then when you lower it, it also leaves room to have a room upstairs. Now, you can't walk all the way to the edge, but you know, I can just like line the whole wall with crates and boxes. Like they store things up here, and I could put storage up on top of this thing, but it can also be a bedroom, so they can have a bed or two up here in addition to storage. So kind of a nice, cute little house. And for the porch, hold on, I need to get a drink real quick. I'm not used to doing this much talking all at once yet, so my throat's starting to... Anyway, hopefully I'll last through the whole video. So, where is it? So since last episode, the, okay, where is it? There we go. The Unlocked Settlement Objects mod added a bunch of different roofs with different sheets. So it's got 3 new sheet varieties. This one, and one from Nuka World. And there's a red one, which I kind of like that one, actually. I wish they had, they only have the one version of this one. They don't have this version of this one, unfortunately. Maybe they'll get it. Maybe they just haven't added it yet, because they're adding new stuff every day. So it's possible it just hasn't been added yet. But I'm going to use this for porch roof. And these don't snap on, though. Well, they don't snap onto the barn anyways. Like, I want to put it right up there, and it won't, you know, snap on. So I gotta glitch it up there, and I'm sticking stuff into my glitching area. That house is in my glitching area. Gotta move my glitching area over here for now. Where's my pillar? There it is. Huh. Did I answer that question? Yes, the avatar one. I did answer it. Okay. Oh, you know what? Pillar is probably not going to work. I'm probably going to need to use some stairs. But I will raise it up with the pillar. And then I'll use stairs. Stairs is good, yes? It's possible I'll need to use 2. Because that's pretty high with the porch and stuff. Yeah. Alright. We'll use 2. This little bugger's in the way. I should read the next question. Are you a dog person or a cat person? Also, what was your first pet? Oh my first pet. Well, I am a both person. I like dogs and cats. I don't think I like one more than the other. I have always had cats my entire life. I haven't always had dogs, and I don't currently have a dog. I have 2 cats right now. I don't currently have a dog because, well, they are a little bit difficult, a little more difficult to take care of. You know, cats are pretty self-sufficient. Dogs require much more attention. And so well, you know, after I had kids, the dog I had, you know, she died, and then right after that I started having kids, and I wasn't able to handle a dog for a while, and we're kind of waiting until our kids are a little older before we get one. But we're thinking soon. We're starting to feel like it's about time. But then we need I don't know, find the right one, and I'm really picky. Anyway, let's see. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. Okay. Now, we need posts. And, unfortunately, I think the post is not going to work because it will snap on thusly. And I just don't like that. So I actually developed this other idea. Just like a little while ago, which I ended up liking so much better. I'm going to use these, but obviously these aren't tall enough, so I'm going to glitch 2 of them together. Okay? I'm going to glitch 2 posts together and then move it up in there. So yeah, I really love dogs and I really love cats. So it's not an either or kind of thing for me. And my first pet, oh my goodness, my family has always had pets my whole life. I have never gone a year without pets in my entire life. So it's hard to tell what my first pet was. Because my first pet, I mean, like, I guess maybe, are you asking, like, what was, I guess if you call it the first pet that I could have, like, called my very own, that wasn't like my parents' pets before I was old enough to have my own pet. My very first pet was a cat. And she was my oldest pet too. She lived to be 20. And I had her most of my life. And okay, it's not perfect, but it kind of just makes it look rough, you know? So what I did was I stuck them inside each other to make it shorter. It might be too short. Let's go check. Oh man, I think it's slightly too short. Oh, it's like barely too short. Okay, I'll just go fix it. It was almost perfect though. It's hard to tell how far to stick it down. Yeah, but like, you know, my very first pets were the ones that my parents had when I was born, and the ones I grew up with as a child, as a very young child. So like a dog, a couple cats. The dog lived to be really old, you know. The cats tended to disappear a lot quicker than the dogs. You know, they would get hit by cars or something. But the dog grew to be really old, and so I had her when I was a young teen, I think, is when she finally passed on. Okay, let's try that. But she never really kind of felt like my dog, because by the time I was old enough to really appreciate a dog, she was old. And I didn't appreciate an old dog, if you know what I mean. Not that she didn't deserve it, but, you know, I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. I didn't get that perfectly straight. But that's the general idea. I'm going to make another one. Actually, I need to make 2 more, because there's a spot for 2 more. So, I'm sorry, the longer I talk, I think the worse my voice is getting. Because while I've been resting my voice, I haven't actually been talking a whole lot at home, you know. So I think I need to make this one a little longer. I didn't like the other one, wasn't quite long enough. Anyway, let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. It's slightly off, but yeah, I think it looks good. It looks fine like that. It makes it look like it was cut roughly, you know, or that it broke or chipped or, you know, whatever. It's not perfect. Whoops. But that's okay. Not perfect is good. This one is still a little too short. Wow. I thought for sure I made this one a little longer. But maybe it's alright. Let's just check it. It's like barely sitting on there. I think it looks okay though. It looks good. It doesn't look... It's not floating. I mean, it is touching it, so I think that's good. What do you guys think of that post idea there? I'm going to make one more for the middle. And I'll read the next question. Oh, well, oops. Also, I had multiple other types of pets. Like, I've had tons of chickens and... Actually, let's put this a little bit lower. Chickens and peacocks. I love peacocks. I miss having peacocks. I can't wait until I can live somewhere where I can have them again. I used to live on a farm when I was a kid, and we had peacocks and chickens and horse and goats and, you know, fun things like that, and I miss that kind of stuff. Someday I'm going to live in that kind of place again and have that stuff again. Miss it. I'm a very outdoorsy, animal-loving kind of person. It's really hard when you're that kind of person and you don't have access to that kind of thing on a regular basis. All right. Okay, so the next question is, it has to do with my Let's Play, my Fallout 4 Let's Play. So if you guys have not seen it, oh look, I made this one too tall. Oh, it'll still go in though. I overcompensated. There we go. That's not bad. That looks fine. I like it. It matches the rest of the roof too, because like the other one from the barn tab doesn't match it at all. It doesn't match these, and it makes it like extra fat. So I really like the new posts that I made up. Yeah. Anyway, what was I gonna do next? Right, a railing. We need to put a railing on. Okay, yeah, so the next question is a question about my character in my Let's Play. Why doesn't Shane loot everything when he's only a few steps away from a workbench or vendor? In other words, why don't I loot everything? Well, I do. It depends on how far along I am in the game. Because in the beginning, I do. In the very beginning of the game, I do loot everything. But that is not going to go on, is it? Oh, that one will. But, it depends on how far along I am. When I don't have any money or gear or anything, really, I will do it. But if I am rolling in the dough, I don't really feel like I need to, because most of the stuff, like if you killed a whole bunch of raiders, for instance, right next to a shop, I don't usually I have so much stuff to sell on me already that none of the merchants don't have enough money to buy all the stuff I have on me already, let alone any new stuff I pick up. And then I don't have the carrying capacity to lug it around to the next shop anyway. So I just don't bother unless it's really expensive already, unless it's worth a lot of money. I don't feel like it's worth it to pick up all that just raider armor and pipe pistols and stuff like that, you know? So there we go, you guys. What do you think? I like it. So this is going to be a little house for Settler to live in. And because we actually don't have anywhere for anybody to live, except the guy who runs the store. Oh! I forgot to show you this. I turned this into a bait shop because a lot of you guys said that it should be the bait shop, and that shouldn't be the bait shop because it's too big, and that this one is just the right size for a bait shop. So I started decorating this. I have not finished it yet, but I started it, and I stuck some little fishing poles on things and around places. But yeah, I did this. I still have not put stuff inside these bins. Excuse me. I'm gonna put bait inside these bins. So like food, you know, like squirrel bits and jerky and whatever. Stuff that looks like it could be bait. Plus I put all, like, anything that looks like it could possibly be good for fishing. Like I put boxes of bobby pins. I don't know, they could use them for fishing hooks, you know. And, you know, cans you can carry your bait in. Plus all different types of fishing lines. And I don't know, maybe they can make fish hooks out of bones. Who knows? Different things that maybe they make bait out of. And I'm pretending these are little tackle boxes. Yeah, I'm not done. I'm going to put that fish wing scale thingy here and stuff like that. So anyway, plus I think I want to put some kind of fish or something on the wall, but I didn't have any. So, and now this I'm still going to make this a bait shop, but it's not going to be just a bait shop. It's going to be like, I'm going to call it something more like a tackle shop. Sorry. And it'll be, they'll sell bait here, but they will also sell like fishing gear, like boat gear and clothing. Basically anything having to do with boating or fishing will be in here, not just bait. So it'll be a bigger store. I'm sorry, I'm clearing my throat so much because my throat's actually starting to hurt now, and I ran out of drink in my cup that I have sitting here with me. So I'm like, oh no, I don't have anything to wash it down. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to go now. But I got a good half hour in, so I did it. I did it. I built something and I made a video, and I hope I can manage a let's play. Anyways, it might be sporadic this week, video uploads, so I will try to upload as often as I can, but I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna push myself too much. If I feel like I can't do it, I'm not gonna do it, but I will try, alright? Because I really do want to start getting back into it. I miss it. And I really like the look of that little house. I like the red sheet covering it. It kind of just makes a little pop of color that just looks nice. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, so today's Q&A questions were brought to you by these fine people. And, yeah. Hello? Okay, hi guys. Where are you going? I don't think they even know. Anyway. Yeah, go ahead and give me more Q&A questions. I only have a couple left, so I'll need some more for the next episode, which of course, you know, won't be out until next Monday. And anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys in more videos, and remember to like this one if you liked it, if you learned something new, and also subscribe if you haven't for more of all of these videos, Fallout 4, Skyrim, mod videos, stuff like that. Oh, bad weather. Suddenly. Okay, and until next time, you guys, remember, play safe, play nice, and have fun. I'll see you later.